Everybody, and welcome back again inside of my screen. So this is DSY. This is on a daily chart, and as you can see, currently this year started around this place, 2nd January, as you can see over here. And as you can see, for the whole of this year so far, we have been currently on a downtrend on DSY. Breaking down my trend line, as you can see, I'm making successive lower highs and lower lows. So we have been making consistent lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. So for the whole of this year, 2025 so far, we have been on a downtrend, and today's date is 4th June 2025. So for the 6 parts of this year, we have been trending lower. So, and let's start from what time frame. Let's analyze together to see what next DSY has in mind to do. So I sent something to my Telegram channel. I was telling them that DSY is looking very, very confusing at the moment. But if you look at the weekly time frame, you will say that, but we are currently in a downtrend. So why are you saying that DSY is looking so confusing? So I want to explain why I said that now, and just sit back and enjoy. So starting from the monthly time frame, as you can see, we have currently been in a nasty range. I pointed this range out on my Twitter. This range started, let me say, from 2023 now. From 2023 now, still 2025, we are still currently on this range, although market is now looking like it has broken below the range. As you can see, no candle has been able to close below this range since that 2023, except from this candle, this April candle. Remember, we are in June. So April candle managed and struggled to close below, just below that level and below that range, which is also signaling that you have already had a breakout. So now I want you guys to see why I said that this was looking so confusing. So monthly time frame, we are currently looking like we have already broken below this zone. And as you all know, once a level gets invalidated, price tends to come back and have a retest of the level. In most cases, it doesn't happen 100% of the time. But what I'm trying to say now is that monthly time frame already looks like it's already broken out from that range and already broken below this level that has been acting as support for the entirety of the range since 2023. It has been supporting price, thereby forming a range around this level. So for the time frame, it looks like we are broken below the range. So now, weekly time frame. What is weekly time frame telling us now? So this is where it gets tricky. So weekly time frame, let me zoom out and let me delete some couple of things here for my chart to look neat. So delete. So let me also delete this one. I will draw it again later. Our focus is not there. So now on the weekly time frame, as you can see, remember what the monthly time frame told us. It told us that a April candle closed below, and it seems like this is the April candle that closed below. April candle closed below this zone, something that other monthly candles before since 2023 was not able to do. So now on the weekly time frame, it is now looking like it broke below the level, but currently forming a double bottom for a reversal. If you look right here, you see that this is exactly what's happened. But why this one is so different is because this one never overextended, but this double bottom here has already overextended and has used here as a resistance. But this one just came and formed that double bottom on top of this resistance. So this is why I say DSY is tricky. So now monthly time frame is bearish. But closely looking at this weekly time frame now, as you can see, it is looking like it wants to form a reversal pattern. Remember, any reversal pattern that tends to form on the higher time frame tends to move the market the more. As you can see, it formed the double bottom here. Look at all this volume to the upside. So the same thing here is trying to repeat itself again. This is why I say DSY or the market is very tricky. So monthly time frame it looks like it has broken below this level. Let me show you guys again. A quick recap. Monthly time frame, as you can see, it looks like it has broken below this level. Then weekly time frame now, looks like that overextension is like it wants to come and form a double bottom. As you can see, this is the first leg to the downside. Then this is the second leg. Today is let me check. Today is Thursday, so no, today is Wednesday. So we still have like 2 more days, and this Friday is NFP. So now, what am I seeing on DSY? What is my line of action in all this confusion that we are seeing now in the market? What am I to do? That is what I'm here to tell you guys now. So before I will be engaging on this DSY, I am bullish on DSY. First of all, let me start from that. My bias, I am bullish on DSY until, and I already told you guys why. This is looking like a clean and clear double bottom. This is looking like a clean and clear double bottom, just like this one. First bottom, second bottom. So this one, first bottom, this is looking like second bottom. Before I'll be able to engage on this one, I want to see a weekly time frame bullish candle close. Yeah, something like this, but this one is close too much. I just want to see a bullish candle that's weekly time frame, not daily time frame this time. I remember I used to do all my entries before on daily time frame, but now I want to be using weekly time frame for this signal. Why? Because the monthly time frame and the weekly time frame are in conflict. They are conflicting. They are not saying the same thing. Monthly time frame is saying, yo, we are broken below this level, but weekly time frame is saying that this might be that I should be watching out for a reversal. So I want to be, before we be able to do or buy DSY, do anything buying here on DSY, I want to see more candles here, more weekly candles arrange themselves here. And at the end, I want to see a bullish candle close, weekly candle close, not daily this time around. Then once I see that something like this playing around, then this candle close, boom. But this one close too much. I want you to see something like this. Yeah. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, or something like this here also. This playing around here, exactly this thing now, exactly this pattern. This is what I want to see on the second leg, that second leg. Let me map it out for you guys for you to see. Exactly this thing now, this thing. This is what I want to see there. Watch closely. Let me delete it so that you guys to see. Let me zoom in properly. So if you watch closely, you see that, and this is on a weekly time frame mode. This is what I want to see exactly. As you can see, market came, it consolidated for how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, for 4 good weeks. And at the end of the consolidation, it went ahead and closed with a bullish candle. So this is what I want to see on this level. As you can see, it's already consolidated for 3 weeks now. So I'm expecting more consolidation here for some weeks. Then once I see that bullish candle close on a weekly time frame, that is where I will do my entries. So by the end of this consolidation, and by the time the market consolidates for more weeks, then maybe monthly time frame will then have a shift from being in a downtrend to being a long trend, because as you can see, last month's candle closed with a shooting star. Watch what's happened here. Last month candle closed with a shooting star. Then the following month, it closed with a small bearish candle. Before you know it, it shot it downside. So something like this that happened here might also want to repeat itself here. So that is what I'm seeing on DSY. I want to see a weekly candle shift, because monthly time frame is still very much bearish, because this market is very funny. This market can just come, and this thing now might just decide to continue to sell, pia, 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 and close like this. Pia. If you it's one, pia, 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 and close. So I want to be very cautious. So if we didn't see what I said here, and we start to see price break below this black bar, then that will now signal and tell me that this double bottom that I'm seeing here is no longer valid. That I should start positioning for some, start looking for selling opportunities. So that is that on DSY. So let me analyze USD card. It's only USD card. Other pairs is also conforming to what DSY is saying, but it's only USD card. USD card is the only pair that is still that is saying otherwise. As you can see, Euro USD weekly time frame almost the same thing. It looks like it wants to come and form a very big double top. Looking at the multi frame, it looked like it's already broken above this level, this black bar here. This is the black bar. This was the last resistance. So April candle also closed above it. So it is now looking like it wants to just continue with the momentum to the upside. But if you look into the weekly time frame, just like what we saw on the SY, it's also looking like it wants to come and leave a double top here, and it's already closed with a, I don't know, is a hammer candle, or is this or a shooting star. Then but If we start to see a break above this level, we start to see more green candles or blue candles, depending on your chart settings. Start to see more candles close above this level. I might be positioning and I might want to follow the trend and I might want to wait for something like this if it is going to happen. But what I'm saying is that for now, I am neutral till we start to see one of these things that I've mentioned that I want to see on DSY. And what are those? Let me do a quick recap again. I said I want to see more weekly candles consolidate on this second leg of this double bottom. I want to see more weekly candles consolidate here. I want to see a bullish candle, weekly candle close on this level. And if that doesn't happen, I will start to see a break below. We start to see weekly candle close below this level. Then we'll now start to position ourselves for some sales. By then, this monthly time frame will then be very, very bearish. So that's it on the SY and on Euro USD. So let me analyze USD card real quick so that you see why I say that USD card is not conforming to what DSY is saying. So USD card monthly time frame. USD card monthly time frame. What are you seeing on USD card monthly time frame? As you can see, this is a very strong level here. It pushed price down here, came back again, pushed price down here again, came back again, push price down, play. Then it looks like it broke. It looks like it really broke above this level. It broke above it significantly with one, two, three, four monthly candles. Four monthly candles closed above this level, something that other monthly candles were not able to do since 2004, for almost 20 years or so. No monthly candle has been able to close above this level, but 2024, we had four monthly candles close above this level, signaling that this level looks like it has been invalidated. And currently, it came back again. And currently, it is looking like it wants to use here as a support for buy continuation due to we have already had a breach of this level with four monthly candles and they have already come again to retest. Remember the laws of retraction. When a level tends to be validated, price tends to come back and pay almost to that level. But see where I have my problem now. Looking at the weekly time frame, still the same confusion I'm talking about. Looking at the weekly time frame, it somehow looks like DSY, but my problem is that this weekly time candle is overextending. If this weekly candle should close like this, if this weekly candle should close like this, I'm not sure that I'll be looking out for some buys because this candle should close like this. It means that next candle might also continue being bearish, but the same thing I'm expecting on DSY is what I'm expecting on this card. I want to see more weekly candle play around here, just like what I showed you guys on DSY. Something like this. I want to see it play around, then close, start showing us signs that the bulls have already started coming into this market. That's what I want to see about. Where the problem is that this market, let me go to the time for so that you understand what I mean. See that this market is starting to close, starting to give a bearish pattern. See the previous daily candle, see how it closed, very bearish, closing below this low here. Let me map it out. It closed below this low. So you see, it's not looking like it wants to continue with this overall downward push. But I wouldn't want to be in a rush to sell or buy or anything because I really want to wait for DSY. I don't want to wait for DSY. DSY is what determines how the measures will act. That is why DSY is. That is why dollar is the world economy. So that's why I trade the majors as a whole. I use DSY as an indicator. So for now, what DSY is telling me is that DSY is saying that, yo, I still need to wait for some more time for us to know what's up with the market. For now, the market is still giving us mixed signal. Monthly time frame is saying sales. Weekly time frame is saying I should be expecting some reversal. So for now, DSY, we're having mixed signals. That means I am neutral on DSY until one of those two things that I pointed out on DSY happens. So that's what that's it for this market. So let me do one more market now. Let me do USD CHF. So I've already done DSY, done USD card, done Euro USD, I just touched it. Then let's do USD CHF. Let's do USD CHF. Let's start from later from. It's almost the same thing with USD DSY. See, that's why I like to trade majors. Once, if you just analyze, if you look closely at the majors, you see that most of them, many of them, like 80% of them follows what the SY is saying, and most time they almost have the same price action, the same pattern, the same looking chart, but it differs in one or two. But if you follow them, you see that they almost print the same thing. They almost print the same thing. If you look at this monthly time frame, you see that it is also almost the same thing with DSYs. Let me just picture this one now. Let me switch to DSY so that you see what I mean. DSY, see almost the same thing, almost the same breakout stuff that's happening on DSY is also happening on USD card, and you also saw it is happening. It's also happening on USD card and also on Euro USD. So enough of that. Monthly time frame USD CHF. What am I seeing? The same thing. This is a level here. Market came here, we pushed to the upside, came back again, pushed to the upside. And currently, market looks like it has already broken below the level with this candle on the monthly time frame. So monthly time frame, we are bullish because we are bearish because it looks like this level here has already been invalidated by price. But also coming at the monthly time frame, you see that monthly time frame is also trying to form something like a reversal pattern, a double bottom. Here, you see, first leg, go up again, second leg, almost the same thing with DSY. That's why I say that I follow DSY. Whatever DSY says is what I do on other pairs. So that is the ideology behind my strategy. That's why I trade only the majors. So now, the same thing that I'm looking out for to happen on DSY is what I'm also looking out for to happen on USD card. It's also what I'm looking out for to happen on USD CHF. I want to see more weekly candle consolidate around here and close with a bullish candle, something like this. You see how it played around here, play, then it closed with this bullish candle, then it continued to buy. So that's what I'm waiting for to happen on this second leg. I want to see more candles play around here and close. If that doesn't happen, if we start to see a break below this level, let me be a little bit conservative, this level here. If I start to see a break below this level here, then I might also want to reposition and start looking for some selling opportunities. So that's it for this week's trader talk. See you guys in the next segment.